If you're thinking about moving to the Boulder Valley, there's one place that continues to hit the best places to live list, and that's Louisville, Colorado. It hits that list for good reasons. Today, I'm going to talk about all the great reasons that this community hits that list. Community, proximity to Boulder, outdoor space, and just that great, strong vibe that Louisville has to offer. And mind you, it's Louisville, Colorado, not Louisville, Kentucky. We say the S in Colorado. So this town has the perfect blend of small town charm, super strong community. It also has great schools. They're known for them. I'm Michael with Lovato Properties, and I'm gonna dive into everything you need to know about Louisville, Colorado. If you want to know more information, stick around. We're going to cover it all. So here in Louisville, we are part of the Boulder Valley School District. The schools specifically in Louisville proper are very strong. You've got Fireside Elementary School, Louisville Elementary School, and also Monarch K through 8, plus Monarch High School. All of these have a great sense of community, very strong, be it their music background all the way to STEM. So parents are very involved here, kids are very involved. It's really that tight-knit community that envelops the schools all here in Louisville. And beyond the schools, this community really shows up for one another. And I'm talking about fundraisers, just local involvement, really that strong sense of community. 80027, it's the zip code, and they say 80027 strong. When we had those big fires in Marshall and Louisville and Superior, this community rallied and really built sort of a strong call to action there, and it was evident that the community loved one another. Also, they've got an amazing 4th of July parade here in Louisville. But what about the other side of those holidays? One of my favorite things, the Louisville Turkey Trot, it's free. And guess what? You donate, you bring all those funds together, but it's a free event the whole town comes out for. One of the best things about Louisville is how well it blends city and nature. Did you know that within the city limits, you have over 30 miles of trails and paths? Pretty remarkable. You can go all the way to Boulder, to Lafayette, and then of course stretch across Louisville on paths. There's also an amazing rec center. This Louisville Rec Center has pickleball, tennis, swimming, indoor, outdoor, they've got it all. It's really an impressive facility. But also, there's a little tiny town pool and park right in the center of Louisville. You've got to check that one out. And then if you talk about where I am now, this park, the community park, you have access to trails on this side, a dog park right in the middle, and of course you can just walk to all these great neighborhoods just to the west. So if we're being too vague here, let's call out some specific names. In town, where you find that little pool and that great park, it's called Memory Square. What a spot. They have concerts there. I've seen Jeff and Paige in that very park and other great events. And then how about Davidson Mesa? This is one of the best spots in Louisville. It overlooks that Boulder Valley, it overlooks the Flatirons, but you've got great access, a dog park, running trails. You can just stroll about, it is gorgeous. And then of course, we're not too far from Wanaka Lake in Lafayette. These are all great outdoor options from your home base here in Louisville. So let's talk a little bit about the real estate market and housing costs right here in Louisville. Well, guess what? Over the last 10 or 12 years, prices have really boomed. The popularity of this town has definitely caused that supply and demand equation to shoot the prices up. The average home price here is now $852,000. So that's the average. That spans quite a broad category. You can still get a home, a townhome or a condo for $600,000 or below, but a lot of the homes that you're looking at are going to be above that $1 million mark. And so this comes from a charming bungalow to a beautifully remodeled home that sits in a great location. So depending on where you are, that's going to determine that price. However, I will say often here in Louisville, you don't get a lot of homes that hit the market, and this is in all times of year. So when you do find one that you're looking for, you usually need to be pretty ready to make a quick offer and a quick move. So addressing the exact and current market that we're in, the median list price for homes here in Louisville on the market is $1.399. And what that means is, because that does go up and down, is that if you really want the exact stats for when you're shopping here, you've got to reach out to a local realtor like me so you can find out what the story is in the moment. So first off, where is Louisville? Well, you're about 10 to 15 minutes east of Boulder, depending on traffic, and about 25 minutes drive to Denver. It's a great spot, and it's straight out of a Hallmark movie. Yes, I'm talking tree-lined streets, shops, restaurants, local breweries, the works. That is Louisville to to a T. So yes, I'm in Louisville's historic downtown, and the charm here is just unreal. Right behind me, Pika's Restaurant, Front Street, and Elm. Well, what you have here is a great social hub that also fronts to the Louisville Street Fair. It takes place every Friday throughout the summer. And as you look at this little spot, also in the wintertime, this becomes an ice skating rink. What a great community vibe. And of course there we have concerts and events in this pavilion. So this spot right here, really a central point in historic downtown Louisville, but there's much more. So yes, this town is the type of place where the neighbors wave, the coffee shops know your order, the kids walk or ride their bikes to school. It really has all that charm. So let's talk lifestyle. Here in Louisville, if you want a good bite to eat, I mean, where do you begin? First off, how about a treat at Moxie Bread, just down the street here? That's wonderful. Also, since I've mentioned Pika's, I'll say there's another great taco spot in Verde, right here. If you're looking for that frozen hot day summer treat, that would be Punch Buggy. Or if you're not in the mood for Hawaiian shave ice, just down the road, Sweet Cow. So that's also a great spot. But as you're here just kind of cruising around, enjoying this community vibe and these great restaurants, you also have, of course, Acme Fine Goods for all that great apparel. And then, of course, Eleanor just next door, great shops. And that's just mentioning a couple. And then we didn't even talk about the convenience and the proximity. Denver DIA Airport is just jump on the tollway and you're probably 22 minutes away, super close, easy access. What a great spot. And for those late night options, what about date night at 740 Front? That's a great restaurant, get a little quiet time and a nice dining experience. Or for live music, right here, Waterloo. Great spot, good brews, food, and music. So is Louisville the right fit for you? Well, if you want those mountain views, the community vibe, and that great access to everything Boulder and Denver have to offer without being right in the thick of it, it could be for you. If you want more information about moving to the Boulder Valley and specifically Louisville, I'm Michael with Lovato Properties, and I'd love to be your guide, so give me a shout.